Hey guys, thanks for joining me once again for another video. Champagne
Gold dust.
Champagne S3 here guys, back again. Ooh, that is bright. Now this video is in collaboration with QG Custom, who are actually in fact going to help us out with some interior lighting for the Audi S3. Now guys, if you know the sister platforms for this vehicle, which is the Golf GTI, which actually came with red ambient lighting on the doors, as well as the Golf R, which in turn also came with blue ambient lighting on the doors. Now that leaves us fellow S3 owners, which came with absolutely no lighting on our doors. The only interior lighting we had was some white highlights in the interior around the cup holders, as well as the bottom of the doors near the speakers for the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Aside from that guys, we don't get any of the cool stuff that those other cars got. With a little bit of customization, I think it goes a long way, especially for lighting. Now guys, a few things you'll probably need for this installation that will make life a little bit easier, or if you grab a set of trim piece tools. These can be had on Amazon. I'll include the link in the description below, as well as some POSITAPS connectors. This is actually not needed, and for the most part this kit is pretty much 100% plug and play, with the exception of the center console light, which needs a power tap. The dashboard lights are all plug and play, very simple to do. Having these connectors guys will help you avoid any soldering, and it makes tapping into the wires for power that much easier. Stay tuned, we're going to hop into that install right now, and we're going to show you how to get some lights into the interior of your S3. Now some of the lighting that we're going to install are going to be ambient lighting that goes across this trim, past the steering wheel onto the other side, as well as some trim, some ambient lighting that goes right underneath the center console here that follows this line right here. Now here's just a brief overview of the kit here. Out of respect for the seller, I'm not going to show the power supply and how this connects, as this was a special request from them. If you guys do decide to buy this kit and you want to install this, feel free to hit me up. I might have a private video to show you guys. I just want to showcase for you guys that everything is pre-cut already. There's no, adjusting or fiddling around. This is as plug and play as you can get. Now the first step would be to disconnect the battery terminal here. Anytime you're doing any electrical work, I always recommend that you disconnect the terminal here to avoid any issues. All you'll need is a simple 10mm socket to undo it. First thing that we're going to do is use a trim piece tool, and we're going to move this cover here, as well as this one below, and the one on the opposite side as well. So aside from the wiring harness for the power, this kit comes with two main pieces, which is a short side for the LED, as well as a longer side, such as this one. So what we're going to do guys, we're going to have to align these two sections. We're going to make sure the inside is aligned all the way to the edge. Okay, and then once that is aligned, we can simply align this as well to the other side, and then we can actually start pushing this in. It's just that easy. It just snaps right in place. It's pretty easy to do it without any tools, however, just using your fingertips. Once you're happy with the way it's secured, simply fold this piece over, and we're going to secure the side plate here. Just like that. So we've already got the power hooked up. I'm not going to show how to do this in this video, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to private message me, DM me on Instagram, and I can walk you guys through that. So here we have the three power adapters or inverters. Two are for the other lights, for the bars, the LED bars, and this one is for the footlights, which I will not be doing in this video, but I will be probably showing you in another video. So just the same as the other side, we have the shorter strip here, and we're just gonna tuck it in. Next step is, guys, we're going to take the end of it, and we have another side here which shines the LED through, and we're just going to simply tuck it in, press it in there, and we're just going to feed it through here. And once we do that, we're just going to simply connect it to one of the power adapters, just like that. And then the original side, from the passenger side, I just simply tucked it underneath the steering column to bring it through the fuse box. And just the same, we will plug it into one of the power adapters as well. Put this back, we're going to tuck this in nice and neat in here. And we're going to move all the boxes inside the fuse box, and we're going to put both panels back in. Next up, for the console lights, we're going to remove the center console here. In this video, I'm not going to show you guys how to do this. I've already done a video on how to remove the center console in order to install a new shift knob. So for those instructions, check the video up here, guys. Take a look at that link. It'll show you how to remove this. So guys, we're going to skip that step. So the one we have to tap in for the power for the console lights, let's see if once we open this up, is this one right here where I'm pointing to. Right at the back over here, it's just a clip. You push down and you just pull up. So essentially what we're going to do, we're going to tap into the red for power, so red to red, and then the brown will be our ground wire, or negative in this case. So we need to tap into both of these wires, and I will show you how to do that with ease with the POSITAPS that I purchased. So for those of you who are, okay and pretty good with soldering, feel free to solder the red wire onto the red wire under the center console, and then the black one will be soldered onto the brown one that I pointed out before. Now, if you want to avoid soldering at all costs, do not fear, because what we have here, guys, is a POSITAP. It is a connection system that is very simple and effective to use. What this acts as, let's just pretend that this wire was all the way straight through, essentially acts as like a T connection. So this will connect over here and we'll tap into the power, and the new wire will go on the top and make a clean connection. So a little bit about this system here, guys. If you unscrew the bottom has a little bit of valley where the wire that we're going to tap into will sit. Now if you see here, there's a little bit of a pin here. So once you tighten this up, this will actually pierce the wire and create a connection there. Now this top portion here, we unscrew it, and the new wire that we are using to tap into that bottom wire, we just connect it, we just put it through just like this, and then we attach this to the top and just tighten it up, and that creates a solid connection. It's very clean, it's very simple, it's very fast. I would highly recommend that, and this is what I'm going to use to install the console kit in the car right now. So just to show you guys that OEM connector here, I have the two POSITAPS in there with connected to the harness here, which is black to brown and red to red. So we're just going to connect this to the other end of the harness to complete our power connection, and we should be good to go. The other part of this harness is the actual light strips, and it is as simple to put. I just tucked it in a little bit here, just to show you how easy it is. So you see that bottom track here? I just kind of guide it through there, through that hole here, right? And just kind of keep feeding it, and it will follow the pathway going all the way up right around here. So use one hand to guide it, the other hand to feed it, and it should stay connected all the way through. If not, if it pops out a little bit, just push it in slightly and it should snap into place. I already had it completed on this side, as you can see. It's already, I guided it all the way through, and it's nicely tucked all the way through up till the very top. And when we're sealing this back in, when we're closing the lid for the center console, we want to make sure these wires are not blocking the locking slots here. So just make sure that they're tilted to the side before we start closing the lid. And make sure this is the same on the other side as well. Alright guys, one thing I want to mention, when you're putting the center console back in, feel free to obviously close the back tabs. Now the front tabs, just be very careful because you can see the fiber optic tube is going into the center console underneath. So if you close this all the way, you could actually damage the tube. My recommendation, and what I will probably do later in the future, I will probably use a Dremel to maybe grind or notch a little bit of a hole here or an opening, just so the fiber optic tube can go in safely without being pinched when you close this. But for now guys, this is a workaround. I'm just keeping the front tiny bit open so that we don't crush the tube over here. That's pretty much it guys. Let's close this all up and test how this thing looks right now. Okay, that is it for the video guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that installation. I'm really liking the way this new lighting kit, ambient lighting kit, looks inside the S3 right now. This is something that the car was missing when bought from the factory, and now that we have this on the car, it just makes a huge improvement to the interior. If you guys are looking to purchase this kit, hit up QG Customs on Instagram. If you like my content, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out at the end of the day. We're slowly getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal at the end of the day. So guys, please help me get there. But also stick around for the next video because we still have the footlights to install for this kit. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that as well. So thanks for tuning in guys once again. And as always, happy modding, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.